Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. As we said, Alkaline Trio in the lounge this Thursday. I'll be your host, and you will get in if you listen to all the way through to Music Entertainment News. We'll have those tickets coming up at the end. And just to reiterate Riot Week one more time, it does start Thursday with Alkaline Trio in the Q101 lounge. And that will be your chance, by the way, at Q101.com, but we'll give away tickets here coming up at the end of Music Entertainment News. Leads into Riot Fest. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're finally here after a year of talking about it with Blink-182 headlining Friday. You got Weezer and Jack White on Saturday headliners and Green Day on Sunday, which leads to Green Day in the lounge on Monday here at Q101. That's pretty massive. Again, 750. So an hour ago, we did a song scramble, and you have to figure it out. 3 songs in there. You figure it out in order. All week long, it's 750, and then you're in. And it was pretty dramatic. I mean, people are really having negative physical things going on during this. Anxiety, throwing up.
A lot of people are throwing up.
A lot of people are throwing up. Maybe
it's
it's
very in right now.
It could be from the weekend. I don't know. Like,
No, it didn't seem like party throw up. It seemed like I'm scared throw up.
There's a lot of anxiety.
Yeah. So I want everybody to relax, but also it is the most intense thing ever. It's kind of I don't know what. I don't know how to,
I want everyone to relax, but this is the most intense thing ever.
I can't, change someone's emotions. I want to, but I can't. And it is very unique. 15 years, Green Day's not played on a radio station. This is it. Q101, that's it. It's next Monday. And then we're not even done then. Monday night, a week from today, the Q101 Post-Riot Fest pop-up. The band has not been announced. We will announce it the second they get off stage Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, one of those 88 bands playing. And then you go to the Cubby Bear Monday night, 21 and over, and witness the band. Actually, hang out early because Brian Phillips will be broadcasting live from 3 to 7 with guaranteed entry passes, which I've been told is huge because I understand that the downloads at Q101.com are massive for the free tickets. You have to download a ticket to be free, so you get that. Everybody should do that anyway.
And we do that because I was on a Reddit page recently where people were asking why they have to download a ticket for a free show. We only do that to try to keep count of, for security expectations, what we should plan for.
It gives us a head count.
Yeah. It's a nice way to prepare.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying to do there.
Yeah.
What kind of hole did you fall down and talk about how crappy we are for downloading tickets?
No. It's just I went through a whole Reddit thing I was looking at everything on Reddit. It wasn't good. I felt myself getting evil by the second.
One time, I was trying to look up something. I was trying to look up something.
Yeah.
And boy, did I find a Reddit thread about me that was terrifying.
Yeah, I came across my name on a Reddit thread recently, and they weren't saying that I was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I fed both a few of those Reddit threads on my burner.
I was like,
sorry, guys.
Who are these people that know so, they're like, here's her address, and when she got off the bus when she was 5, I'm like, what is happening?
They're doxing you on Reddit. I didn't know that.
Whoa.
Again, sorry about that, guys.
I'm not a fan.
So to Case's point, we do that so we get a head count so we don't have like one Walmart greeter out there, security. We might need a few more, and it's big anticipation. Kenzie will be on the street later in the week. She'll tell you where, giving away those guaranteed entry passes, as I was in Crestwood. Shout out to the Metro by T-Mobile people on Saturday in Crestwood. We had a blast out there and gave away a bunch of guaranteed entry passes. Kenzie will be out later. Q101.com is where she's going to be. Just go check it out. Now, last night, while we were getting a Hall of Fame induction into the Illinois Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there was another award show going on, the Emmys. And Nate Bargatze, one of our favorites, was hosting. He opened up by trying to keep it moving, which is so hard to do, as we know, in these award shows and celebrations. Here's what he said.
45 seconds. That's what you got. To start the show, I am going to donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of America. So if you stay 45 seconds, it stays at $100,000. Every second you go over 45 seconds, we will deduct $1,000 away from the Boys and Girls Club. I know. Can't change it. This is a game I made up, and these are the rules.
And so he told people not to talk for more than 45 seconds. You know what? It came in at negative, because everybody did talk still. They didn't listen to him.
No, they never do. Nobody listens, as we learned last night.
And the 100,000 went down to under zero, but he gave 250,000 instead because Nate Bargatze is an amazing guy, and CBS threw in another 100,000, so they got $350,000 for the Boys and Girls Club, even though it went way long anyway. In the Emmys, the best drama series was The Pit on HBO Max. Best comedy series was The Studio on Apple TV. And the best limited or anthology series was Adolescence, which I believe they cleaned up a ton. Adolescence did.
Kenzie, did you finish season 1 of The Studio?
I have not.
Okay.
I'm halfway through.
Yep.
It gives me severe anxiety, even though
this
I
is
love
why I
it.
asked. We're in the same boat where we love the show. And this is Seth Rogen's show where he plays a character who runs a movie studio.
Oh, it's
very
fantastic.
It's very reminiscent. It's like a modern-day Larry Sanders show. Mm-hmm. But every episode, while funny, is a half hour of unrelenting drama and anxiety that it makes me sick to my stomach.
I yell I'm like, get out of the way, like, stop it. He just does the dumbest. There's an entire episode in which he ruins an entire time they're filming a scene.
They have to get a shot, and the sun has to be in a specific location,
Yes.
so it's super limited on timing. Speaking of throwing up, that's what that episode
Yes.
made me want to do.
Wow.
I'm like, I don't want to watch the rest of it. And it's such a good show, but there's times that I end the day and I'm like, I can't do it right now.
I
cannot.
can't. We have the same problem. It's such a funny show, and I can't enjoy a second of it.
Fantastic. And you know who I would love to see on that show? I would love Jeremy Piven on that show. He would do great in that environment. So I hope that he ends up on it because just the intensity.
I think you told him that when he was here.
Yeah, he'd be so good on it. I just that's just like the scene for him.
There was a lot of surprises last night, but I know that when he got announced, Seth Rogen for Best Actor in a Comedy Series for The Studio, that was the only not surprise. As far as all the predictions of people go through everything, who's going to win what, he was the only not surprise. So again, that's on Apple TV. And
fantastic. You should definitely watch it.
Well, when you finish the last 5 minutes of White Lotus season 3, you can finish The Studio on Apple TV.
I want to know if the woman dies. I only know a few of the people who died so far.
I know we had a long day yesterday, but 5 minutes, Kenzie. Just 5 minutes. I can't believe you stopped when the gun started firing in White Lotus.
Because my rule is if I'm not doing my workout, I can't watch the TV.
Well, then do push-ups then for 5 minutes.
Oh, God, I haven't had time.
All right, here we go. Alkaline Trio in the Lounge this Thursday starts off Riot Week. 312-591-8300. No song scramble for Alkaline Trio. How about we just enjoy their songs forward while you call?
Oh, that's nice. Somebody already texted that they're throwing up trying to win the Alkaline Trio.
No, just call. 312-591-8300. Alkaline Trio, they're amazing. Just call 312-591-8300. I'll see you there. I'll be your host this Thursday at Q101 at our studios for Alkaline Trio. Our guys in the lounge. Call now.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
This weekend in sports had the good, the bad, and the ugly in Chicago sports. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, let's start with the ugly. The Bears stink. It's really, really, really depressing to be in this situation.
Going ugly first.
Ugly.
It's only week 2. What are you going to do for the next 16?
You don't want to know. I at some point, I'm waiting for Tyson Bagent to get in the game. That's where I'm at, which is the worst feeling to have ever, to really root in your back. He's a great guy, but to root for your backup quarterback to get in week 3, it's not going to happen. I understand, but listen, this week just started like last week, where you're excited. And by the way, people were asking me if I was holding steak knives during this game, too. I hold a steak knife for some reason. Remember last week I talked about that? I had a steak knife in my hand for some reason.
It's like, you didn't make me dinner. What are you doing?
No, yeah, right. I put down the knife. But Rome Odunze, just like last week, the Bears got to a hot start. First drive of the game, Caleb Williams marched down the Bears, marched downfield and connected with Rome Odunze that, hey, maybe things are going to be all right. Maybe he can throw a football.
Williams on 3rd and long. It is complete. Odunze inside the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown.
Odunze. But then on 2nd and 32 in the second quarter. Caleb threw his first interception of the year as he failed to throw a ball to the sidelines, which was pretty obvious to do. Nope. Threw it in the hands of Lions defender Kirby Joseph. This would pave the way for the Lions to go up 28-14. I don't want to hear about that touchdown at the end of the half, that changed the game. When you lose 52-21, the one touchdown that maybe had a bad call on isn't going to affect it much. But listen carefully during this call of the interception.
Williams in trouble. Rolling right.
Not that.
And then it is Kirby Joseph. Did he stay in bounds? Joseph comes up with the pick. Looked like Williams was attempting to throw it away out of bounds.
I don't think so. I don't know what he was trying to do. He got to get out of bounds somehow. And that was...
Somebody should see if he had money on the game.
very embarrassing. And I'm Kenzie, oof.
Do you think Caleb Williams is betting against the Chicago
No,
Bears
I
on
don't.
the Circa app?
I'm not going to put that out there anyway.
Okay.
We're not going to do that.
Okay. I was just asking a question. Legally, I did nothing wrong.
I just said check. Make sure that like Caleb Williams underscore QB.
Listen, we should
on
all...
the app. Username.
I said the Bears would go 10-7 before the season.
Yeah, how you feeling now? Because I guess 6-11.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I said. I just spewed out some numbers.
You said 9-8.
You said 9-8, which is stay with that. I'm not saying the season's over, but it's over.
Oh, really?
I don't know what to do with this way unless you show me something. They play the Cowboys this week.
Unless they do well, is that your take?
Well, I don't care if you lose the game if you look like a football team. They don't look like a football team.
What'd they look like?
A soccer team.
It was a soccer team.
I don't know. I don't know what they look
They
like.
were punting so much, they were kicking the damn ball.
Facts.
I got there.
It was very good. All right. Listen.
He wanted to make a derogatory comment about women, and then he realized it wouldn't stand up.
Boy,
like, bunch of girls. No, I can't do that. But like a women's, well, I can't do that. He's trying to think.
I had 17 derogatory women comments coming right there, but I pulled off. I pulled off there.
Times have changed, Brian.
You can't even do that because of woke anymore.
Here's what I can't understand. Why can other teams look like they can play football even in losses, but we don't look like we're playing football when we lose?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe picking up case for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They say there was 9 minutes left at 52.
Can we get into the post-game press conference so you can ask the coach that?
Oh, I'd love it.
Why would we lose? Does it look like these are the real questions?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the boring questions you get in press conferences, but this one was asked whether or not he was bothered by the Lions going for it on fourth down while up big. If it was, quote, demoralizing. This was the question to Bears coach Ben Johnson in the presser after the game.
Do you believe Dan Campbell ran it up on you on that 4th and 4 going for it?
What's he supposed to do? It's 4th and goal. What do you want him to do? Yeah, he could have kicked the field goal. They don't kick field goals. They go for it there. So he was doing what he was supposed to do. That's what he does.
How demoralizing is this loss considering you were coming back, you left for Chicago?
It's not demoralizing at all. It's not demoralizing at all. We got to play better.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it's demoralizing.
He sounds very demoralized. He sounds like a guy. Are you demoralized by this loss? I'm actually not demoralized at all. Funny you ask. I'm actually fine now that you mention it.
I feel great.
Yeah. I mean, the game pretty much is described perfectly in Days of Thunder, that clip from the movie Days of Thunder.
You want to know what the Bears looked like yesterday? This is what they looked like.
Yep.
I had sponsors in the stands, and I'm hugging and holding hands and kissing them in the ear and praying for a good showing. And what do? We end up looking like a monkey f***ing a football out there.
That's what it was.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
What are you taking away from today's show with Brian and Kenzie on Q101? Texting your takeaway right now, 312-591-8300. Something memorable stood out to you on the show today. Text that in as your takeaway from the show with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We went through all the Bears stuff already in sports. And we didn't get a chance to get some of the most wholesome stuff with Anthony Rizzo, as we announced last week, becoming an ambassador. And yes, Kenzie, I still don't know what an ambassador does.
I was just asking you.
But possibly it's hang out in the bleachers, which is what Rizzo did after a great ceremony honoring him on Saturday. He went and sat in the bleachers, but the most... I don't know the odds of something like this happening, but as he's in the bleachers, in the bottom of the second on Saturday, Cubs DH Moises Ballesteros homered in left field. His first homer directly in the hands of Anthony Rizzo, and he dropped it. Here's the call.
Struck left field by Estaros. Gone. First big league homer. Mo B with the homer.
The guy right behind Anthony's got the baseball.
Amazing. First major league homer for Moises Ballesteros, and Anthony Rizzo almost caught it.
I mean, Anthony Rizzo goes into the bleachers, first home run, hits him in the hand. He tries to barehand it, it bounces out, goes to the guy behind him. But $1 billion to 1 that it lands where a Major League Baseball player is watching the game in the stands?
During his, celebration retirement game.
Ridiculous. It was incredible. And later on, Eddie Vedder in town. So Eddie Vedder and Cindy Crawford went into this bleachers. I've never seen that before.
I had to Google if they were dating.
Cindy Crawford?
And Eddie Vedder. Because I was, kind of confused by where they were there together.
Kenzie, I'm with you. And maybe I missed it. I still don't understand why Cindy Crawford was there.
Because during the 2016 run, they all became good buds because she's from here.
Okay.
She's from where DeKalb, Northern Illinois, in that area. And Eddie Vedder's from here in Evanston. And during that whole run, if you remember, in the 2016 run, she was showing up at games a lot more. She's been married to some guy that owns the hotel chain or something like that. She's got.
I thought they were dating or something. I was like, why is Cindy Crawford there with Rizzo and Eddie Vedder? It was such a weird trio.
Yeah. But
I'm about it. It was just weird.
Sounds like you're about it. Yeah.
Totally fine.
It was during that run they showed him a lot, and John Cusack, of course, be part of that crew as well. But yeah, would they all? I'm trying to. Is Pearl Jam on the road right now? I couldn't remember if they had a show and he flew in just for that, then flew back out because after the game he went to Murphy's and they were up on the rooftop of Murphy's and Chris Chelios was up there with Eddie Vedder. It was a whole old crew. The 2016 crew was back intact there, and of course Rizzo as well. But it was a very wholesome moment. But then Anthony Rizzo was interviewed later on in the marquee broadcast booth about it, and it was very funny.
Riz, speaking of failure, why didn't you catch the ball in left field?
Because I'm retired. Everyone was ragging me for the first pitch, too. I'm like, I'm retired.
Yes.
I don't need to do this anymore.
He's so nice. He's the best representative of the Cubs that I could think of. And he did sound tweaked there when they asked him what failure. Speaking of failure, he dropped the ball. Hey, I'm retired. I'm not catching anything anymore, ever.
Quick update. Pearl Jam not on the road currently. Also, Cindy Crawford married to the guy that founded Casamigos Tequila.
Yeah, that was George Clooney's tequila, and they sold it for $700 million. So, Kenzie, you missed out on another guy that you could have just walked into there.
I know. I should have been with Turtle when he sold Avion.
Yeah. Yep, another one gone. Keep your takeaways coming in, 312-591-8300. Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Green Day tomorrow and the rest of the week at 7:50 a.m. Your chance to the Q101 Lounge with Green Day a week from today. Right here. You will be in if you can solve the song scramble every day at 7:50. It was wild today. And it's going to be wild all week. So it's your chance and Riot Week here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101 to get in to see Green Day the day after they headline. That would be Sunday at Riot Fest. They'll be here at Q101 on Monday. So looking forward to it, and we wish you good luck. Takeaways. And Lauren's on her way to take you through this glorious day and more chances of great things on Riot Week. But takeaways from you for today's show. Case, what do you got?
I have a takeaway from Marshall. Clash with Kenzie has been canceled due to blueberry pancakes. Sorry, Kenzie. I have no choice. I have to live a long time.
You know that's fine with me.
Kenzie, what do you got?
Maddie, along with a lot of other people's takeaway, was no one effing helps me.
Facts. I feel seen. I really do. Angel checked in finally, and takeaway says, Kenzie makes a daily schedule of 5 time slots for crying. Case it is has existential dread between 7 and 10 times a day. It's a great schedule. What's on the podcast?
Oh, we talked about that. A lot of crying, a lot of throwing up, a lot of existential dread today. Everyone had to throw up this morning. I don't know what happened.
Green Day did it.
I guess. I don't know. We talked about the fiasco at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last night, the Illinois Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We were there. We were afraid we might not ever leave. It was a great time, a huge honor. Brian promised not to crash out over yesterday's Bears game. I don't believe he held up his end of the bargain there. He did sort of lose his mind. All of that and so much more
I had
fun
sponsors
stuff.
in the stands, and I'm hugging and holding hands and kissing them in the ear and
Kissing them
praying
in the
for
ear.
a good showing. And what do? We end up looking like a monkey f***ing a football out there.
So that's on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.